as a force for good.
Speak freely, child.
They're still cunning and skilled at the game, with their eye on the throne, an enemy within.
He's a monster.
Olenna is the matriarch of the family,
Ah.
and she advises her granddaughter on how best to play the political game so that she might take power in King's Landing.
Oh, we thank you for the truth.
As Marjorie enchants Joffrey, Cersei's influence wanes. She's increasingly isolated. Her brother Jaime is still missing, a prisoner of war out in the Riverlands, guarded by Brienne of Tarth.
Brienne of Tarth, I think she's, I like her best.
But when the two are both captured by a northern faction, they're both in danger, and Jaime finds he must play protector.
This is all bundled up in when Jaime begins to start thinking about other people.
You're making it worse.
His efforts to stop Brienne being raped are the beginning of that.
You know who she is, don't you?
It's good when those little bits of goodness come in those characters that are so devilish as well. Just to give you a little light in there.
Lord Selwyn would pay his daughter's weight in sapphires if she's returned to him.
I mean, of course, it being Game of Thrones, it doesn't get him anywhere. Another one of those Game of Thrones moments which has so much more going on in it than just him losing his hand. He's the greatest swordsman in Westeros, we're told, so he can't do that anymore.
Yet without his hand, we see Jaime Lannister at his most heroic. The heartless knight who pushed Bran Stark from the tower finds new honor in Season 3. He'd secured an escape route back to King's Landing, but found he could not abandon Brienne.
He's left her behind, and he's on his way to King's Landing. Then his captors mention what's going to happen to her, and then he decides to return and save her.
And this newfound chivalry means the Lannisters must do without Jaime behind the Iron Throne a while longer. And it is in Season 3 that we witness the fearsome work of another powerful family, the Boltons, who are scheming to take control of the North.
I think the Boltons want pretty much what everyone else seems to want, is power and status.
Kill me! You're no good to me, dead. We need you.
Ramsay, a bastard son of the family, enjoys torturing his enemies, including Theon Greyjoy, who he took prisoner when sacking Winterfell after Ned's demise.
I think historically the Boltons have always been just under the Starks, kind of. The Starks have always been on top of them, so I think they feel that now's their time to rise.
You don't look like a Theon Greyjoy anymore.
It's unbelievable what Ramsay's capable of doing to people.
Reek. Reek! That's a good name for you.
Completely mutilated him, broke his will entirely and turned him basically into a subservient sort of wreck called Reek.
Another hostage at large in Season 3 is Arya Stark, kidnapped by the Hound. The disgraced knight plans to find Arya's family and trade her for cash.
Remember what happens to children who run.
One of the great double acts of Game of Thrones is the Hound and Arya.
Need a hand?
Hound's a really interesting character because you never really know what you feel about him. I mean, he's ghastly.
Don't kill him!
She is this elfin character with this tiny little sword, and you just think she's never going to survive.
There's something so perversely magical about that pairing, sort of warped mentor-protege relationship that develops.
In order to survive in that world, you've got to match what is given you.
In his desire to claim a ransom, the Hound heads for the twins, where he knows that Arya's mother and brother, Catelyn and Robb Stark, are attending a wedding.